Have you ever felt tired, bloated, or experienced a racing heart after drinking something that seemed completely harmless? How many times have you reached for a glass of juice, a cup of tea, or a soft drink without realizing it could be silently affecting your health? Many older adults believe that simply eating light and healthy is enough. But the truth is, not all beverages are harmless. Some drinks that are marketed as healthy can actually do more harm than good if consumed the wrong way, especially for seniors whose digestion, kidneys, liver, and heart may not function as efficiently as they once did. Dr. William Carter, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience, once said, "We tend to focus on food but forget that what we drink every day can be the hidden culprit behind rising blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, or increasingly restless sleep." That's why in today's video, we're going to explore 6 popular beverages that can be dangerous for older adults, if not consumed correctly. Some of these might surprise you because they seem so harmless. But don't worry, I'll also share healthy alternatives that allow you to enjoy your favorite drinks without compromising your health. Stick around until the end of the video to discover all 6 beverages to avoid. Because the 6th one is something many people drink every day without knowing it could be ruining their sleep, raising their blood pressure, and throwing off their electrolyte balance. You won't want to miss it. 1. Boxed fruit juice. Sweet but dangerous. Many seniors believe that drinking fruit juice daily is a simple way to get vitamins and stay healthy. A glass of orange juice in the morning, a bit of apple juice when feeling tired. Sounds like a smart choice, doesn't it? But the truth is not that simple. Boxed or bottled fruit juices, no matter how natural they appear, often contain high amounts of sugar and very little fiber. When you juice an orange, for example, the fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption, is removed. What you're left with is a concentrated shot of fructose that enters your bloodstream quickly, spiking your blood sugar levels. For older adults, this can be especially dangerous. According to the American Diabetes Association, consuming fruit juice without fiber can increase the risk of insulin resistance, worsen metabolic conditions, and aggravate issues like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and belly fat. Take the story of Mr. Henry, a 74-year-old gentleman from California. He believed drinking orange juice every morning was a great way to get his vitamin C. But after months of feeling tired, having mild headaches, and losing weight without explanation, doctors discovered he had a blood sugar imbalance, and it all traced back to his daily healthy drink. What's worse, boxed juices often contain added sugar, artificial coloring, and preservatives. Even if the label says 100% juice, it has typically been heat-treated, which destroys many beneficial enzymes and nutrients. We think we're drinking something nutritious, but in reality, it's not much different from soda, just empty calories in disguise. So, what can you do if you still enjoy the sweet taste of fruit? Eat whole fruits instead of drinking juice. Chewing stimulates digestion, retains fiber, and helps your body absorb nutrients more gradually. If you must drink juice, make it fresh at home and keep it to a small amount. No more than half a glass, and preferably after a meal, never on an empty stomach. Try fruit-infused water instead, like slices of orange, lemon, or cucumber in a jug of water. It's beautiful to look at and gentle on your body. A truly healthy drink doesn't need to come in a pricey bottle or have a flashy label claiming it's fortified with vitamins. Sometimes the best choice is the simplest one. A whole apple with the peel, a glass of cool water, or a soothing cup of herbal tea in the morning. 2. Drinking too much coffee. False alertness, real fatigue. For many older adults, a morning cup of coffee is a cherished routine, like an old friend that gently awakens the body and mind. Coffee brings alertness, clarity, and often serves as a reason to sit and chat with loved ones. But what happens when that second, third, or even fourth cup becomes part of your daily habit? As we enter our 60s and 70s, the nervous system becomes more sensitive to caffeine. The body's ability to metabolize this stimulant slows down, making its effects last longer, feel stronger, and create more side effects than before. Have you ever noticed your heart beating unusually fast after an afternoon cup of coffee? Or found yourself lying awake at midnight, exhausted but unable to sleep? These are not coincidences. They're quiet warnings from your body. Too much coffee can lead to chronic insomnia, causing daytime exhaustion and nighttime restlessness, increased blood pressure, rapid heartbeat, and added strain on the cardiovascular system, especially dangerous for seniors with pre-existing conditions. Electrolyte imbalance due to its diuretic effect, resulting in muscle cramps, fatigue, and dry skin, stomach irritation, nausea, or a general feeling of unease and jitteriness. Take Mrs. Alice, 69, from Texas. A devoted coffee lover, she drank at least 3 cups a day, from early morning until mid-afternoon. Over time, she became more anxious, struggled to sleep, and woke up feeling drained. Only when her doctor advised cutting back did she realize that her energy boost habit was slowly draining her vitality. So if you love coffee, keep these tips in mind. Limit yourself to no more than 1 to 2 small cups per day. Avoid coffee after 2 p.m. to protect your sleep. If you notice irregular heartbeat or ongoing sleep issues, try switching to caffeine-free herbal teas like chamomile, peppermint, or warm water with ginger and honey. Focus on natural energy boosters, like a gentle morning walk, deep breathing, relaxing music, or fresh air. Coffee, when used mindfully, can still be a gentle companion, but when overused, it may steal far more than a moment of alertness, including restful sleep, a steady heartbeat, and peace of mind. 3. Energy drinks, pretending to be strong, but actually draining you. There's a type of drink often marketed with bold slogans and vibrant packaging. Energy drinks, claiming to boost stamina, sharpen focus, and give you a youthful edge. With flashy branding, sugary taste, and promises of renewed vitality, many people believe that a single can will rejuvenate their tired body. But the truth is quite the opposite, especially for those over 60. Energy drinks are loaded with very high levels of caffeine, along with refined sugar, taurine, guarana, and other stimulants. For seniors and whose liver and kidneys work more slowly and whose hearts are more sensitive, processing these substances becomes a real challenge. Take Dr. George, 74, from California. He started drinking energy drinks to keep up with his grandkids, thinking it was a quick way to feel more alert. But after a few months, he began experiencing palpitations, shortness of breath, cold sweats, and chronic insomnia. A late-night trip to the ER was what finally opened his eyes. Those little cans were silently shortening his life. The hidden dangers of energy drinks for older adults include sudden spikes in blood pressure, increasing the risk of stroke, especially in those with heart conditions or hypertension, irregular heartbeat, palpitations, dizziness, disrupted sleep patterns, leading to chronic fatigue, memory decline, and emotional imbalances. A false sense of energy that masks real exhaustion, causing you to ignore vital signals from your body. Sudden blood sugar spikes, harmful for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Medical studies confirm that seniors who consume energy drinks are more likely to end up hospitalized for cardiovascular, blood pressure, or sleep-related complications. In severe cases, just one may trigger a dangerous reaction. So what are safer ways to regain energy? Drink a warm glass of lemon water in the morning to gently awaken your system. Take a slow 10 to 15-minute walk in the early sunlight. Eat light, nutrient-rich snacks like almonds, oats, or a boiled egg. Listen to calming music, breathe deeply, and spend time connecting with loved ones. True energy doesn't come from a flashy can. It comes from consistency, healthy routines, and simple acts of self-care. When you listen to your body and nurture it with kindness, you'll discover that real alertness doesn't have to be rushed or artificial. It arrives gently, naturally, and stays with you longer. 4. Milk tea and premixed beverages. Sweetness that deceives your health. Interestingly, as we age, we tend to be more drawn to sweet things, not because we're greedy, but because our sense of taste becomes less sensitive, which means we need more sweetness to feel satisfied. And in today's modern world, sweetness is always within reach, in the form of bottled milk tea, flavored juice drinks, instant coffee with creamer, all conveniently lined up on supermarket shelves. But behind that gentle sweetness lies a silent trap. Most bottled drinks, even those labeled low sugar or healthy, contain high levels of refined sugar, artificial sweeteners, synthetic flavorings, and preservatives. These ingredients not only spike blood sugar levels, but also negatively impact the liver, heart, and kidneys, especially in older adults with slower, more sensitive metabolisms. Mrs. Linda, 69, from Seattle, once shared, "I loved drinking bottled milk tea every afternoon. It made me feel comforted, like I was reliving my youth. But after some time, she began gaining weight unexpectedly, feeling overheated, constantly thirsty, and struggled with poor sleep. Her annual checkup revealed signs of prediabetes and mild fatty liver, with the main culprit being the hidden sugars in her seemingly harmless milk tea bottles. The hidden dangers of premixed drinks and milk tea silently raises blood sugar, increasing the risk of diabetes or worsening existing conditions. Promotes visceral fat buildup, contributing to fatty liver and heart disease. Mildly stimulates the nervous system, causing restlessness, insomnia, or unexplainable irritability. Alters taste perception, increasing sugar cravings and leading to uncontrolled eating. These tasty drinks rely on clever formulas to taste good, but your health should never be traded for temporary pleasure. Even boxed juices labeled 100% natural often contain added sugars or flavor enhancers, far from what you'd get from fresh homemade juice. So what should seniors drink instead? Warm chamomile tea, soothing, calming, and aids digestion. Fresh coconut water, naturally rich in electrolytes with no added sugar. Infused water with lemon slices or cucumber, refreshing and detoxifying. Homemade nut milk, like almond or oat milk, unsweetened, gentle, and heart-friendly. True sweetness doesn't come from sugar. It comes from inner peace and from mindful choices that help you live healthier and happier each day. Ask yourself, am I drinking to soothe, or am I unknowingly burdening my body? Sometimes returning to simplicity is the best way to preserve vitality and mental clarity for years to come. Or 5, carbonated soft drinks, a silent saboteur of bones and memory. In our younger years, many of us delighted in the cold, fizzy thrill of a soft drink. The pop of the can, the fizzing bubbles, the tangy sweet flavor, all evoked joyful memories of youth. But in our golden years, that same beverage can become a stealthy threat to our health, quietly and dangerously. Did you know? A typical can of soda contains 7 to 10 teaspoons of sugar, along with phosphoric acid, caramel coloring, and artificial caffeine. For older adults, these ingredients do more than just contribute to weight gain or tooth decay. They directly affect bones, the heart, brain function, and memory. Mr. Walter, 76, from California, used to drink 1 can of soda every afternoon to stay alert and help digestion. But over time, he began experiencing knee pain, trouble walking, and occasional forgetfulness. After a medical checkup, he was diagnosed with mild osteoporosis and cognitive decline due to mineral deficiencies, largely caused by long-term soda consumption. Why are carbonated soft drinks especially dangerous for seniors? Leach calcium from bones. Phosphoric acid forces the body to borrow calcium from bones to neutralize its acidity, leading to bone loss over time. Increased risk of diabetes and obesity. High sugar content disrupts metabolism, particularly in those with weakened insulin function. Cause hidden dehydration. Caffeine and sugar have diuretic effects, causing fluid loss without noticeable symptoms. Impair memory and concentration. Refined sugar and artificial food dyes contribute to low-grade brain inflammation, which affects cognition. Worse still, many believe that diet soda is a safer alternative. But artificial sweeteners like aspartame can disrupt gut microbiota and negatively affect mood and memory, especially in seniors with sensitive digestion. So if you're used to drinking sodas, how can you transition? Try these healthier, refreshing alternatives. Naturally sparkling mineral water with a slice of lemon, orange, or mint. Fizzy and flavorful without the chemicals. Diluted homemade fruit juice, like apple juice mixed with water. Warm ginger tea, soothing for the stomach and supports circulation. Chilled mint or green tea, gentle and refreshing. You don't have to give up everything you love. Just understand the effects and choose the right time and way to enjoy what you drink. Because when you care for your body with wisdom, you don't just stay healthier, you stay mentally sharp, independent, and full of life for many more years to come. 6. Alcohol, the silent thief of sleep and mental clarity. Many older adults tend to think, it's just a little drink to help me sleep, to warm my stomach, to relax. What harm could it do? A light glass of wine in the evening or a small beer during a family meal might seem harmless, even encouraged in some circles. But as we age, our bodies no longer process alcohol the way they did in our youth. Mr. Frank, 74, was known for his cheerful personality and always brought life to family gatherings. Every night, he would have a glass of wine to sleep better. But over time, he began to feel exhausted despite getting 8 hours of sleep, frequently waking up in the middle of the night and noticeably struggling with memory. It wasn't until his son took him to a specialist that he realized the real culprit was his nightly little drink. Did you know that alcohol, even in small amounts, can disrupt deep sleep, impair cognitive function, and increase the risk of falls in older adults? Why is alcohol a silent danger for seniors? Disrupts sleep. Alcohol may help you fall asleep faster, but it reduces deep sleep, leaving the body unrestored. Increases risk of memory loss and cognitive decline. Even low doses of regular alcohol can shrink brain areas linked to memory, especially after age 65. Strains the liver and kidneys. With age, these organs detoxify more slowly, meaning alcohol lingers in the bloodstream longer and causes more harm. Raises the risk of falls and accidents. Alcohol slows reflexes and reduces balance, extremely dangerous for older adults. Interacts negatively with medications. Many drugs for heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, or depression can react harmfully when mixed with alcohol. Perhaps most concerning, alcohol can deceive your senses. It makes you feel relaxed when in reality, it's quietly eroding your clarity and self-control. If you're used to an evening drink, consider these healthier, gentler alternatives. Warm chamomile tea relaxes the nervous system and eases you into sleep. Warm, low-sugar milk soothes the stomach and provides calcium. Diluted pomegranate juice, heart-friendly and rich in antioxidants. Warm water with slices of ginger promotes gentle digestion at night. We don't need to be extreme with restrictions, but we can listen to our bodies and choose a more mindful, safe, and elegant way to unwind. Sometimes clarity, deep sleep, and a sharp mind are the most precious gifts at this stage of life. Dear friend, when we're young, we eat and drink freely, often without a second thought. But as we age, our bodies become more sensitive and finely tuned. The things that once seemed harmless, a soda, a glass of wine, or an afternoon coffee, can have a deep impact on our health, sleep, mood, and even lifespan. Not everyone needs to avoid all the drinks we discussed. What matters most is understanding what your body needs, what it lacks, and how it reacts to what you consume. That awareness is the first act of self-love. Starting today, take a moment to reflect on your daily habits and gently ask yourself, is this really good for me? That one small question could open the door to a healthier, lighter life. Thank you for spending your time with us here on Advice for Seniors. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, share it with someone you love, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving thoughtful and gentle advice made just for your golden years. It's never too late to take care of yourself, and nothing is ever too small when it comes to your well-being. See you in the next video.